This example is a very simple bond valuation problem. The only thing that makes it a little bit more complicated than what you're probably used to is the fact that these particular bonds, which are 16 years to maturity, they're semi-annual, each have $15,000 as the face value rather than the $1,000 that you're probably used to for every bond. But bonds can have virtually any face value. It doesn't matter. They don't have to be 1,000. They don't have to be 10,000. They are typically in increments of 1,000. But in this case, $15,000 is how much each bond has as its face value. Now, comparable bonds have a stated annual or nominal yield of 12%. All right, so we've got a yield of 12%. We have a coupon rate of 14%, which is 7% every 6 months, and we're going to figure out a price for these things using the BA2+. Now notice first, before you do anything else, you need to at least think about the comparative statics here. We have a coupon rate of 14% and we have a yield which is lower than that. So when the yield is lower than the coupon rate, that means that the price is going to be more than the face value. And notice when we finish up, we're going to find that the price is $17,000, which is more than the face value. So yield below the coupon rate means the price is above the face value. If the yield is above the coupon rate, then the price will be below and the bond will sell at a discount. All right, so let's go ahead and work this now on the BA2+. We don't really need to do a timeline because this is so simple, but we'll at least write down the individual pieces to it. All right, so in this case, each bond has 16 years. Multiply that by 2, that gives us 32 6-month periods. So that means N is 32 when we plug it into the BA2+. All right, we need to figure out what the payment is. All right, the payment is the $15,000 times what? Well, these have a 14% annual coupon, and that gives us 7% every 6 months. So the payment is going to be 7% of $15,000. The yield is 12% per year, but that's 6% per 6 months. The future value is how much this thing is going to pay off at the end, and that's $15,000. And we're going to solve for the present value. All right, so let's go ahead and do this now on the calculator. I guess that's good enough for you to see. All right, so we have 32 for N. The payment is $15,000 times 0.07. All right, so the payment is $1,050, and that will be PMT. We have a $15,000 future value. And so notice the payment and the future value are the same sign in this case because you're going to receive $1,050 every 6 months and you're going to receive $15,000 at the end. So these will be the same sign. And let's see, what are we left with? I think all we're left with is calculating the present value. Nope, I seem to have missed something. Interest rate. Yield is 6%. And now let's compute the present value. And that gives us $17,112.60. All right, so that gives us the price of the bond.